Hi everyone, and welcome to this second video in this 2D animation series. In the first video we learned how to make a black ball travel across the stage in our animation scene. We have a timeline which I renamed black ball, and as you can see there are many frames. In fact, there are 19 frames. In the first frame, the black ball is in this position on the left side of the stage. In the second frame, the black ball moves to the right a little bit, and this process continues as the movie continues. Every time I wanted to make a change, all I had to do was press F6 on the keyboard, F6, and then I can change something about the black ball. In this situation we're changing the position of the black ball, although we can change other attributes of the ball, as we will discover later. And we also learned that the shortcut on our keyboard is Control-Enter to play the movie. Okay. Now, if I want to remove these frames, I can't just select them and press delete on my keyboard. Let me try it. I'm just going to press delete. No. Actually, the ball is still in each of these frames. To delete the frames, I'm going to select them and I'm going to right-click Remove Frames. Now, my scene is absolutely empty. There are no frames. There are no black dots here in the timeline. In fact, if I try to draw a new ball here, it won't let me. I cannot do anything. There is no current frame to draw into. That's because I removed the first frame. There's nothing there anymore. Look what happens when I press F6 on the keyboard. F6. I suddenly get a little circle there, which means I can start to do something in that frame. Okay? So, let's just go back to black ball again. I'm just going to choose black as my color. I'm going to do my black ball here. And this time, F6, I'm going to move him across. F6. F6, 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 F6. Let's make him go up this time. F6, 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 F6. And then let's just keep him going up for a minute. And then he goes this way. And I'll show you what I'm thinking of in a minute. Now, what I'm going to do in today's lesson, we're going to look at how to create a new layer. And at the bottom of your timeline panel, you should see the new layer button. So let's click on that, and I'm going to call this red ball. And just so I don't mess around with my black ball layer while I'm working with red ball, I'm just going to lock the black ball layer. Now I cannot interfere with the black ball. It's locked. Okay? So at the beginning of my red ball layer, I'm going to draw a red ball. And it's going to be on the opposite side of the stage. And I'm going to go into that first frame, I'm going to press F6, and I'm going to start moving the red ball. And then here they collide. So this ball bounces away. And let's have a look at what we've got. Looks like they're dancing. Control-Enter. Okay? Now you may ask, why did I go to the effort of creating a new layer for red ball? Well, the answer is that it gives me complete control over this object on the stage. I have complete creative control by creating a new layer. If I want to select all these frames on the red ball there and remove them, I can start again in frame 1. I didn't delete frame 1, by the way. I just kept that because I want that to be the starting position. And now I can just go and just start again with my red ball. Maybe it starts to go up a little bit sooner than black ball for some reason. Who knows? This is just animation. And just F6ing along the way. Are they going to hit? Yep, they hit there. So what happens there? Boom. This one just really gets pinged away there. And it travels quickly away from the black ball. And let's see what that looks like. Control Enter. A little bit crazy. But basically, we now have two objects acting independently on the stage. It looks as though they're working together, doesn't it? Because at this point here, in frame 8 of the movie, or maybe that's frame 9, they collide. And it looks like they're colliding. But in fact, they're just two objects on two different layers being animated independently. Do you see? Each layer has its own timeline. Okay? So hopefully now you're ready to go back into your Flash animation file and create a situation where two objects are somehow interacting on the stage.